Hello, I would like to go through your essay together with you. Very simple concept, all right, and that is good governance. The topic is good governance. All right, so it's called good governance. What is good governance? It's basically 4 principles, and over here I'll go through 3 of the principles. So what you need to do in the exam, right, is just list down the main principle, right? List down the main principle and then tell me about it. All right, this includes the definition, right? Tell me the definition. Give me an example. After you give me a definition, give me an example, and finally explain. What do I mean by explain? I mean you have to tell me how does your example actually help to ensure continued success. All right, so in this case, the question, the outcome is continued success. So depending on the question, right, you must explain to the outcome that they want you to give. So it can be continued success, it can be progress, or it can be other things. Ensure good governance or other things. Make sure that you explain to reach the outcome. All right, how does your factor reach the outcome of continued success in this case? So factor number 1 is your good leadership, right? Good leadership as mentioned over here. First thing you need to do is to define it, all right? So the easiest way to do it, right, is to write everything in point form first. After that, you just write everything in full sentences. So good leadership, full sentence. What is the definition of this? It's M-I-N, min, right? Everything here you see can be summarized into M-I-N. M-I-N, min. First M, moral courage. To have the moral courage to do what is right. Second, I is your integrity and incorruptible. Okay, so have the moral courage, have integrity, be incorruptible, and last but not least is your N. N stands for make the necessary decision and not the popular one. So in certain governments, right, they like to make the popular decision, but in that case, it helps the country in the short term, but it does not help the country in the long term. So having good leadership means being able to make the necessary decisions that are good for the long term rather than having benefits for the short term. So necessary but not necessarily the popular decision. What example is this? Give me an example. After you write down a definition, I need the example. National service. All right, 2 years. Why is it not popular? Right? Why might this not be the popular decision? Because it's a waste of 2 years. Some people may think that. All right. Other people may also think that it's dangerous. Right? Why should I send my son or my to national service? All right, where they can be exposed to a lot of different dangers. Right? So it's dangerous and it's a waste of 2 years. But however, it is still necessary for the continued success of Singapore. Right? So the last part is to explain. Explain why is it still necessary? How does this help to ensure? How does making the decision of NS help to ensure the continued success of Singapore? Right? Because when you make this decision, you ensure the strong defense of the nation. Right? You ensure our freedom is protected. Okay, our sovereignty, our independence is protected. You ensure that when the guys go over to NS, right, there is bonding. So you create bonding among Singaporeans for a common identity, right? Common identity, right? Through national service, and of course, you help to ensure the country is safe. When the country is safe, right? This is the important one. You can help attract investors. All right, nobody wants to invest in a country that is not safe. So when a country is safe, you can attract investors, and in turn, this can allow you to have economic growth. All right. So safe equals to attract investors equals to economic growth, and thus finally equals to your final outcome of continued success of Singapore. All right. So your essay should look like this. Okay. Definition, example, explain of your key factor.